Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am going to share this broadcast. If you're getting on and you're watching the replay, go ahead and share this broadcast as well. Share it with someone who you think may need to hear what we have to talk about on tonight. I hope everyone had a great day. A great Friday. It is day 20. November is almost over. This is day 20. Share with a few people. Sharing. Again, if you're just coming on, go ahead and share this broadcast with someone who may need to hear what we're talking about tonight. Share with your fellow creatives. We're going to get started in a second as I am sharing this broadcast with a few people. Invite someone to come and join with you. All right, so we're going to get started. So 10 o'clock every night. Welcome to the Creative Overcomer. I am Stefanie White, and I am the lead creative of Rave Creative Impressions, and I am a voice for the creatives. Not the only voice, but I am a voice for the creatives. And I'm training my ear to listen to the one and only creator. To find out more about me and who I am and what I do, you can always go to www.stefaniewhite.com to find out more information about anything that I've done and what I'm doing now currently. You can also follow us on Rave World 2.0 on Facebook and on Instagram. And you can also catch up with all that you have missed on our YouTube channel on Rave World 2.0 as well. If you're just coming in, go ahead and like, share, invite someone to sit down and watch with you. I'm going to go ahead and give the topic discussion for tonight, but I am here every single night for the month of November. I'm giving you 30 minutes in 30 days. 30 minutes for 30 days, right? Every single night I'm coming on, I'm giving 30 minutes of a topic every night at 10 p.m. So if you're just coming in, if you are watching the replay, I want you to give me hearts, give me thumbs up, give me comments, engage with me so that I can engage with you. I want to make sure that I am accessible to you on tonight. So if you have a comment, you want to DM me, if you want a question, go ahead and send those questions in. I want to give a quick shout out. Someone asked me about makeup that I use and stuff, but I don't ask me about makeup. I apply what's in my stuff to work with. But I do want to give a shout out to Royal Lips. These are young entrepreneurs. You can find them on Facebook and on Instagram. My lips are popping because of Royal Lips. Listen, these young ladies, I call them babies, but these young ladies have a great product, and they're in the running for some to being some huge entrepreneurs. Okay, so I want to give a shout out to Royal Lips. And they're doing their thing. You can find them on all social media platforms. And I also want to give a shout out to my paparazzi rep, Tiffany. Tiffany Jewels. I'll post these individuals because everyone asks where do I get my accessories and things from. Literally, she keeps me like seriously popping. Okay. And I have a few reps. So my aunt is a rep as well, but this piece came from Tiffany. All right, so I want to jump into our topic on tonight. Our topic is about being overlooked. And I know I know as a creative, you have been overlooked at one point or a time or another. So this is a great topic. I'm going to tell you how I overcame being overlooked. Okay. So just stick with me. We're going to dissect this really quickly. All right. So let me give you the definition really quickly. So being overlooked is defined as when you fail to see a person, notice a person, or consider a person. So fail to see a person, notice a person, or consider a person, meaning considering their feelings. Being overlooked repeatedly was a huge blow to my own confidence. And I know, like, as creatives, we're already practically on the edge, and it's as if we needed one more thing to happen, one more thing, and we will literally just like fall off the ledge, right? You help everybody to build their platforms. You played behind the scenes. You made your boss look great in the eyes of their boss. Okay? All right, you've done that. Yet you stand there and not a single or a simple thank you. All right? None. So one of the lessons that I've learned with being in the hospitality industry, says service is a thankless job sometimes, but the internal reward is great. So being in this field of hospitality has taught me to have very, very thick skin. It has taught me that things may not happen according to the way that I may see it or happening, but it's a thankless job. It's a thankless job. I've worked huge events in my life, and I know that anytime I try to put my foot forward in anything that I've ever done, I always try to make my mark wherever I go. If you have ever gone to Southeast Wine and Food Festival here in Miami, Florida, if you've ever been in the grand tasting tents, I was literally the brains behind the signage, including like the ingredients, what everybody was serving. I was the brain behind that thought, because we had an incident where someone had a food allergy and they didn't know what was being served from each of the restaurants. And because I was the restaurant coordinator, I decided to change things for the following year. And I made sure that every signage, every restaurant had the food ingredients listed so that people knew, whatever allergies that they had or whatever dietary restrictions they had because of health or religion, they knew what it was. And so I made sure that was implemented the year that I was the restaurant coordinator. Let's talk 12 years later. 12 years later, they're still using that concept. They're still using that element in all of their signage, and they're using it at all events now. I've never gotten a thank you. I've never gotten I've never gotten any of that, but it for me felt good to know that my idea transformed a whole logistical element at a huge event like that. So I didn't get a thank you though. No, I didn't. I've been overlooked for jobs. I've been overlooked for social groups. I've been overlooked by industry committees. People would forget my name because they did not really feel like I was relevant to their process, right? But the only person that can change the fact that I was overlooked was me. And I have never been that type to do something for somebody and feel that I needed to tell the entire world what I did. Now, I just told you what happened with South Beach Wine and Food Festival. You're talking about 12 years. I have not, said anything like, oh, that was my idea. I didn't make them pay me for my idea. No. I think it's a tacky thing to do, is to make sure that everybody knows that you were this person behind. However, here are some reasons why you might have been overlooked. I'm going to give you the reasons. And if you believe it's something else, trust me, share. I'm open to your opinion. It might not have been my time to be noticed. I had to be okay with that. It might not have been my time. I did not stay connected to those individuals. So after the festival is over, I didn't stay around to, like, you know, see if someone needed any additional help. I didn't stay around to kind of engage with the teams. I didn't go out with them at night. I didn't hang with them. I kind of stayed as a loner. So of course, because I'm not connected to them in that way, then of course I would not be like the first person that they would contact to say, hey, Stefanie, listen, we have this available. No. So follow up goes a long way. Here's a plug. I want to share this with you. I've shared this before, and I share this with my class when it comes to networking. Here's a plug. Say, for instance, you've met someone at an event, you've met someone you know, out somewhere, and you exchange business cards. Take a picture with the person that you take their business card, you exchange phone numbers, take a picture with them. Just before you walk away, take a picture with them. And the next day, do not wait 3 days, 4 days later, a week later, the next day, send that picture along with a greeting that simply says, hey, it was nice hanging out with you at the event. It was nice meeting with you. It was nice networking with you. I just wanted to send you this picture so you can have it for your keepsake. We looked really nice. It was so fun to engage with you. Stay connected with me. You can follow me on social media. We can connect with each other. You can add your YouTube links. You can add all your stuff. If you're thinking about a new job position, it's a way to stay connected. They'll never forget you for doing that one piece. Like that's a big networking thing that I picked up many, many years ago. All right, so the first one was, it might not have been your time. The second one was, you might not have stayed connected to those individuals, so of course you would be overlooked. And the third one would be, you have not learned how to let your confidence show and are comfortable playing the hidden role. So you don't even know how to show your confidence. You don't even know how to stand out in a crowd. So obviously, if you don't know how to stand out in a crowd, then how would you expect those individuals to automatically see you? So now that I've found my voice, and if you don't know how I lost my voice, there is a video for that. How I lost my voice is one of the topics that I've talked about, that I've overcame. But now that I found my voice, if I need to see, or if I need people to see me for what I've contributed, you will see me. Someone actually tried to sell an idea of mine to someone else who had a big name. And I immediately drafted an agreement that if you sell this idea, then this is the cut that I want from you selling my idea. Yeah. You're going to have to compensate me from this point on for my intellect. I'm not giving it away for free. No. How did I build this self-confidence? How did I build this confidence level to where I am now? First of all, any way that you're going to build your self-confidence to any level is really determined by when you find out your self-worth and how you understand your purpose. That's when you can actually get to a level of self-confidence, or get to a level of confidence, period, is when you tie it in with your self-worth and your purpose. If you know that something that you have something to contribute to society, then implement it. If they won't let you into the circle or to the table, create your own. I'm learning that every day. Let me just stop really quickly. So one of the things I know this came about with these 30 days that I've been talking. No one has asked me to sit on a platform. No one has asked me to be a part of any type of speaking, anything on their platform. And you know why? Because they don't know that I'm a speaker. They don't know that I have an empowerment background. They don't know that about me. So the only way that they can know that about me is if I put myself out there. That was free too. So if they won't let you in the circle or the table, then create your own. If they try to take your intellectual property, I'm going to tell you to pray that God has grace on their soul, because that's stealing, and then add a price tag to it, or evaluate your boundaries, because somewhere along the line your boundaries are jacked up. You need to check your boundaries. All right. Stop expecting thank yous, or start demanding that people consider your feelings. There's only two ways to actually be seen. My grandmother used to say, "Don't be seen, be seen and not heard." It's nothing wrong with being seen. Just be seen for the right reasons. Be seen for something that was a positive thing. You don't want to be seen because you're just a loudmouth. There's nothing positive about being a loudmouth. Let me add another plug really quickly. I want to give a shout out to my friend Brianna Lewis Screen, because she really helped me with tonight. Talking about tonight. She inboxed me and she said how that these videos that I've been doing over the past 20 days now have helped her to overcome some things as well. So I want to publicly thank Brianna Lewis Screen, because you confirmed for me that what I was doing was not in vain. I really was in a place where I'm like, no one's paying attention, no one's watching these videos. I finally today went back to see the numbers, the algorithm. Like, I really went back to see the insight, to see, how many views I had. And I was really floored. I was really shocked. People are really watching these videos. And it's not I'm shocked because of what, that they're watching. I'm shocked because I just didn't think that by having, one person, 4 people, 3 people coming on the lives would have made a difference. Anything that you do, and it's a positive thing that you're doing, and you're doing it because you're being obedient, it will make a difference. You may not see it immediately, but it will make a difference. So don't stop what you're doing. So your words, Brianna, really helped me to push past what I've been hearing, just different murmurs like being said. I saw a post yesterday that said that if you went live, and you're going to be talking to yourself because everybody is watching the versus battle. And I was live last night. I had no idea the versus battle was on. I literally went from my workout to coming to live. I never paid attention. I don't sit on Facebook all day waiting on these things. I just do exactly what it is that I'm supposed to do. And immediately I started to second guess. I was like, if there's anybody really watching with me, I didn't really know. Or am I just really exposing myself to air? That's what I felt like. Am I being overlooked again? So I really wanted to say thank you to Brianna, because God really sent you in my inbox today to let me know that I am sharing and I'm leaving, myself open for, people to say, whatever they want to say, but I'm also making a difference. I posted a picture the other day and I thought it was so cute. I did take it from somebody else, but I thought it was just such a great moral to the story. It was a guy laying in like a hospital bed, and it was a bunch of birds like laying at the foot of his bed, and the birds, like over the birds, it was a caption that says, "We got worried when you stopped coming to the park." And the moral of the story was, whomever you're important to will look for you. So let me just say thank you, Brianna, for letting me know what these topics and these videos are doing for you. Let me add one more thing. I don't know why today I just had a whole bunch of plugs to really come in and say, let me add one more thing that I really wanted to talk about when it came to the confidence and being overlooked and the way of communication and things like that. A healthy part of relationship building, and these for those individuals who are creatives, a healthy part of relationship building is being able to share how you really feel about a person. And if you are an artist and you had a art show or whatever you featured, whatever you have done, and you had people come by and actually take their time out to come and see what you've done, you must have something for them to say thank you. You must have something for that person to take away and remember that night. Now, on the flip side, let me go to the flip side. Saying thank you. You made me feel so much better. Spending time with you is the best part of my day. Now I'm talking about relationships. I'm helping some people out. Hopefully, for some reason, this just needed to be said. You might want to do these things. Hearing your voice made me smile today. You did a great job. I support you. If you can't say those words when they matter, and you cannot really say that you are appreciative of that relationship, that was free. That was free. So men, tell your woman how you feel. Women, tell your men how you feel. Open up. Like I think what we do in our personal lives, sometimes we take over to our professional lives. So if you don't know how to build a healthy relationship in your personal life, then how do you expect to build a healthy relationship in your professional life? I think it's time for us to open up and stop building these unhealthy relationships altogether. So that was just like a free nugget. All right. So before I end, I wanted to, of course, add my biblical principle for the night. I went to look up something that would be more about, not just about being overlooked. It was more about how to build you. Like, and I'll say this in a second. You don't really have to wait on someone to look for you or look at you. Look at yourself. Take time for yourself. So the scripture that I wanted to add to this was Psalms 139, 13 through 14. And it says, for you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. I was created by the master, and what he made was wonderful in his sight. And that's the only thing that really matters. I wrote, of course, I told you I write poetry. So I have a poetry piece. This is like really, you guys don't understand how so far-fetched this is for me to actually recite anything that I have written. This has been one of those things that I've never wanted to do, but I wanted to share this. I wrote this in 2013. So this is 7 years old. And because it's 7 years old, you'll hear the tone. The name of it is called True Genes. And it says, label me, there will never be another to walk with the confidence of two. Don't want to hang my head down and turn blue, feeling myself even in the nude, not worried about the extra that protrudes, calling my confidence attitude, but I dare you to step to me and pursue the relief in myself I lacked before. Now, today, hustling the more, aiming for 6 to 7 businesses under my belt, while you are content living paycheck to paycheck. So label me, but there will never be another to encompass the death in intellect with wit and charm, greeting ready to add another degree under my arm, loving to watch my brain expand, sit back, continue to fiddle your thumbs and play in the sand, leaving the scholar learning to the strong at heart. Whatever you find to do, just remember to play your part. Sarcastically speaking, that is, not trying to burst your bubble or cause it to fizz. Educated fool, you may say I am, but trust me, right now, I'm walking according to his plan. So again, you can label me. Oh, how you will never be able to compare to my gifting. No, you did not pass my testings. Outsing me, yes, indeed may be true, but I keep getting the mic and I wonder why not you. See, God can't even trust you with the little. If you stand close to me, you may be able to get a trickle. Touch not thy anointed and do me no harm. Instead, you reach with your lips when you should with your arms. Although this is not directed to anyone in particular, written because I'm just fed up with all of the hidden agendas. If you have been in everyone's face all the time just to find out about their latest crime, while you're eager about the latest Michael Kors watch, rocking Chanel and Fendi, I'm pulling up my socks, getting ready for my next venture and level, screaming from the favor and blessings from heaven. You will never forever stepping in your Payless spirit, and me with my Manolo swag. Don't believe me, just watch. God already told me I have this one in the bag. That was 7 years ago. All right, that was my confidence coming out, because people try to label you with all these type of different things, but I had to put the record straight. You can label me whatever you want to label me, but you will never be me. You will never be or have or walk the shoes that I walk. You will never be. So I had to gain that confidence from somewhere. It came out of I sat there and I watched. I wrote this and I was like, where did that come from? But it's called True Genes. And that was written by me. This is documented by me on May 2nd, 2013. Being overlooked is only a problem if you don't know who you are. So stop building for everyone while you play the background. If you were not important, they would not need you. If you start remembering who you are, remembering what your purpose is, that's the self-worth and finding your purpose. If you need to go back and watch those videos, I give the tips. If you need to really do some work on yourself to figure out, why am I continuously worried about being overlooked? Why does it matter? If they don't want to let you come in and play the game, then create your own game. Create it. It's there. They created it, so why can't you? So I'm just that bold and confident with how I feel now. And I want you to get there too. I want you to not worry about being overlooked, because it doesn't matter who's looking at you, because you are doing what you're supposed to do on purpose anyway. And you're staying in your lane anyway. You're finding out who you are. So it doesn't really matter. Being overlooked only matters when you're trying to prove a point to someone else. Being overlooked only matters when you have doubted yourself for so long. Like that's the only time that being overlooked really matters. All right. So I wanted to make sure that I got that good gusto in. Like I'm really proud of myself for even reciting poetry like live. Like, you guys don't understand, that is just not something that I normally would do. I don't expose that part of me. I have some more that I do want to share in the coming days. We are in day 20. You guys have been with me for 20 days. Stick with me. We got 10 more to go. We're in the end of November, and I have more topics to really talk about, of things that I've overcame. And I want you to continue to engage with me. Again, thank you so much, Brianna, for sending that encouragement to my inbox. I really needed to hear that you were really touched by these videos. I really needed to hear that someone is watching and they needed what I was able to share. So I'm going to end this like I end it every single night. Join me again, same time, same place, tomorrow, 10 p.m. Remember, guys, I'm giving you 30 minutes in 30 days for the month of November. It's only 30 minutes. I need you guys, if you want to ask a question, go to my website. It's www.stefaniewhite.com, and that's STEFANIE white.com, and you'll find out all the ways to connect with me. You can also follow all of the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, Rave World 2.0. You can't miss it. And I want to end it with our mantra. You can say it with me. and really mean it. Say it with me. If you don't do it, no one else will, because nobody can do what you are purposed to do like you. So be creative, be unique, and be purposeful. Until we meet again here tomorrow, have a great night, everybody.